So for these next two examples, we should be following these instructions. Use inverse functions to find all solutions in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So notice the main difference in these directions is I'm asking you to use inverse functions, and we'll see what that means in the problem. Now, when I give you this on a quiz or a test, you're not going to get a calculator, so we're just going to cancel out this part. Now, this is what the textbook is going to say, so I wrote it here. But when we solve these, we're not going to focus on 0 to 2 pi. We're just going to do the general solution, okay? So just know, in the textbook, it's going to ask you to do the interval from 0 to 2 pi, but I just want the general solution, okay? So just keep that in mind as we're going through these two examples and when you're doing your assignment in class. So when I look at this problem, it is given to me all in tangent. It's equal to 0, which is great. But if I'm trying to factor this, I should see this as a quadratic trinomial in terms of tangent. And we factor quadratic trinomials by guess and check. These first two terms have to multiply to make 4 tangent squared x. And these last two terms have to multiply to make -6. Now in guessing and checking, you should see that 4 tangent x and tangent x along with -3 and +2 work the best. Because if I check my inner and outer smiley faces, I get -3 tangent x plus 4 tangent x, plus 8 tangent x, which is 5 tangent x. So now I have two equations. 4 tangent x minus 3 equals 0, and tangent x plus 2 equals 0. So for both of these, I need to isolate tangent first. Tangent x equals 3/4, and here tangent x equals -2. So we already know, or we don't know these two problems, or these two answers from the unit circle. I'm going to put an asterisk to note we need a calc to solve this. But this will be a non-calculator question on my assessment, so let's move forward. So if I use inverse functions, I know x equals inverse tangent of 3/4 here, and for this one, x equals inverse tangent of -2. So notice, whether you use this notation or this notation, they're both acceptable. Now, if I want my general solution, that's all possible solutions, this will be x equals tangent inverse 3/4 plus pi n, and x equals tangent inverse -2 plus pi n. And the reason why we do this is because tangent has a period of pi. Therefore, those answers are going to repeat themselves every multiple of pi.